Hey, good afternoon, Blue Comet fans. Welcome to Paola, Kansas on a windy day here, but at least it's not cold like it was in Girard the other day. That's all right, though. It's the home of the Panthers. We're coming to you live here on Z95.3. It is Larry the Morning Guy here bringing you Blue Comet baseball here today. Going to get this one in. Going to be a good one and a very nice facility here. It's pretty much brand new. Only been around for a few years, they say. So very nice. Got some AstroTurf here on the infield. And Blue Comet's coming in here after a terrible, devastating loss Friday in Girard. And going to see if they can't bounce back here today. See if we can't pull out a victory against Paola on a doubleheader day today. And what a nice facility you come here. And you got all four teams playing. You got JV girls, softball, and varsity softball behind us. You got JV baseball for the Blue Comets over to the left of us here in a cloverleaf of fields. And we have the live stream going at kinz.biz, so you can check it out there. And we'll get this external mic going outside, so I'm going to pick up some of the calls from the umpire. And we're just about set and ready to go here for baseball. I had to ask some nice folks here about names on the field. We'll get them here as we go around the horn. It is Gobleski. The pitcher for the Panthers is Daggett behind the dish. Angermeyer at first. Hunter at second. Dreiling will be at short. Gant at third. Smith in the left. Modes in center. Johnston is your right fielder for the Panthers. It will be Lane Harvey starting it off for the Blue Comets. Blue Comet third baseman coming to the plate here. Had a great game at the plate against Girard on Friday. And see if he can continue those hitting ways here at the plate. As we'll have Coach Murray down the third baseline. Coach Ortiz, I do believe. That's Sizemore down the first baseline. So here we go. First pitch ready to go. Obleski, first pitch delivers. That is low for ball one. So Harvey starts off 1-0 count. So Lane Harvey right back in. We do have the live stream going. KINZ.biz. Gobleski delivers swing and a miss for Harvey. 1-1 for Lane. So Lane Harvey right back in. Gobleski working quickly to the plate up on the inside. It's now 2-1. Doggett behind the dish. Doing a good job there. So from the windup, staying Gobleski delivering the 2-1 to Harvey. Swing and a miss. Just missing, making it 2-2. So Lane looking down there at Coach Murray down the third baseline. We should have the most of the field here on the live stream. Check it out, KNZ.biz. Here's the 2-2. Up on the inside, it's going to catch Lane on the shoulder, and a leadoff man on here for the Blue Comets as he's hit by the pitch. Golopski. Golopski. Now puts a man on him, move to the stretch. Coming in is going to be Corbett Kimberlin, the shortstop for the Blue Comets. Lane Harvey taking his lead over there. Angermeyer will hold him on over at first. And now from the stretch, here's Gobleski. High fly ball is going to get out of play. Heads up over there. Foul ball to Kimberlin, 0-1. Checking to Murray down the third baseline. Corbett right back in. Lane will take his lead at first. Being held on there by Angermeyer. It's a 0-1 count to Corbett. Coming set, Gobleski to the plate. Square around to bunt. That's going to be a call strike, and Daggett loses it coming out of his glove, but Harvey not running from first. And he'll check back in. It's a 0-2 count here to Corbett. Kimberlin right back in. And 0-2 to him as he stands in up high outside. Couldn't get him to chase that one. 1-2. Golubski has some speed and some snap on that fastball. And he's got Kimberlin 1-2 right now as he steps back in trying to move Harvey off of first. Here's the pitch. High fly ball, and it's going to be over on the right side and right there off a second, off the dirt. Will be the second baseman, Hunter. He'll come up with it for out number one. Kimberlin retired. Here comes Jake Fiskus to the plate. Lefty. We'll step up here, now ready to go. Golubski. Right back to the hill. Fiskus steps in, ready to move Harvey off of first with one out here in the top of the first, just underway. That's catching the outside corner for a call strike to Fiskus. Murray, tell him to get in there. Let's get something started. So Jake right back in. 0-1 to him. Right side, foul ball, 0-2. So 0-2 count after the foul ball, getting right back in, standing on deck. Hunter Frederick for the Blue Comets, the pitcher today, throwing one over, trying to keep Lane close. He's not got much of a lead over there first. He gets back in. Back in now, Fiskus outside. 1-2 to him. So back in goes Fiskus with a 1-2 count. Golubski coming set from the stretch, checks him at first. Harvey with a small lead. That's a shot back here to the screen. It stays 1-2. So 1-2 to the Blue Comet left fielder. As Jake steps right back in here, ready to go. Lane Harvey get on with the hit by a pitch. And with one out, it's 1-2 to Fiskus as he's back in. That's going to be fouled off over to the left side, staying 1-2. Blue Comet pitcher Hunter Frederick on deck. DH Nate Otis in the hole for the Blue Comets. Is trying to see if we can get Harvey around in scoring position here as it's 1-2 to Fiskus on the inside. Now goes 2-2. So with a 2-2 count, Jake, see what Murray has to say. He has the sign, sits right back in there. Harvey checks in at first, now takes his lead. 2-2 to Fiskus, back in. Jake taking the lead, and there's a throw down, and it's a stolen base for the Blue Comets as it's ball 3 to Fiskus at the plate, so it's a full count. Blue Comets give a first stolen base. They stole 6 bases in the first half of that inning, first half of that game against Girard on Friday. And last half of the game, not so successful with it. But now runner scoring position here. Full count. Fiskus ready to go. Golubski to the plate. That's a shot right back up the middle. And Golubski gloves it. And he finds it, and it goes 1-3 for out number 2. Good at bat for Jake. He had 8 hit pitches. So coming to the plate now, Hunter Frederick. The pitcher for the Blue Comets. The runner scoring position as Harvey's now over at second. After the stolen base. So Frederick ready to go. Golubski comes set, checks him over at second. And the pitch. Low for ball 1. Hey, Zach, that cue speaker's awful loud on the map. Coming back on me. 1-0 now to Frederick. Thank you. Here's the pitch. High outside. It's now 2-0. Two outs, runner score position as Harvey takes his lead. 2-0 now to Frederick. Pitcher trying to help his own cause here to start off. That's 3-0, low to him. So Frederick, 3 straight balls here and looking to take all the way here. I'm sure unless he finds one he can drive, but I'm sure Coach Murray told him to take all the way here on the 3-0. Here's the pitch. Low inside, ball 4. Runners now at first and second for the Blue Comets as they're trying to get something started here in the first. Here comes Nate Otis to the plate. The Blue Comet DH. He's a DH for McMillan over at first. Cooper. Be our first baseman as Nate Otis steps in here with runners at first and second. 2 outs. Golubski to the plate. Up high inside. Ball 1 to him. So Otis checking in with Coach real quick. Tell him to jump in there. Let's make some contact. Knows Nate can hit the ball. Got some pretty good room there right center field. They're shading to the left side just a little bit. That's on the outside corner for a called strike 1-1. That's a good pitch there for Golubski as he had 5 straight balls. And here's the 1-1 to Otis up on the inside. Oh, catching the inside corner. Woo. 1-2. That looked a little on the inside there. So it's 1-2 now to Otis. He steps right back in. And the pitch on the way, Golubski to the plates, swinging at it and strike him out. And that's out to number 3. And Otis might have helped him out a little bit right there. All right, so no hits, 2 left, no errors by the Panthers. We will go to the bottom of the first inning. Drayling, Johnston, Golubski to the plate when we come back. Blue Comet Baseball, no scores, Z95.3. And welcome back here as we go to the bottom of the first inning. No score. Blue Comets coming out here to play defense here. We'll go around the horn. And Hunter Frederick on the hill for the Blue Comets. Mason Manbeck behind the dish. Cooper McMillan at first. Jaden Costin is at second. Corbett Kimberlin at short. Lane Harvey is at third. Jake Fiskus in the left. Bryson Ellis is in center. Alex Crum, your right fielder for the Blue Comets. First three up will be Drayling, Johnson, and Golubski, the pitcher. And he will come in here to face Hunter Frederick here to start off. Check us out on our live stream at KINZ.biz. As we're coming to you live today from Paola, home of the Panthers, on a very cool clover leaf playing area here. Got a lot of AstroTurf out here on the infields of all the fields, softball and baseball. And we're ready to go here now, as it will be Drayling, the shortstop, stepping up first here against Hunter Frederick. So here we go, Hunter, from the windup. First pitch on the way, the 2-1 Paola Panthers. That's ball number 1 to him on the inside. So 1-0 now to Drayling. Stands in. That's going to be fouled off on the right side, and it's a 1-1 count. So with that 1-1 count to him, Drayling right back in. Johnston on deck as Hunter Frederick to the plate. That's a shot right back up the middle. It's going to catch Hunter right there on the bottom part of the leg and the ankle. And it's going to be an infield hit here as Hunter takes that one right off the foot. Maybe the lower part of the leg there. And coach umpire's out to check on him. I think he might be okay. He might have jumped up and maybe not took much of a brunt of it there on the bone straight away, but we're going to see as Coach Murray's going to come out and have a chat. We'll see if Hunter's going to be okay. He's standing out there like he's going to be all right. They're going to let him throw a few pitches here, and he says he is. He's going to see if he can drive off that leg without any pain, and we'll see how he feels about it. Like I said, kind of caught him there on the back of the leg, or the side of the leg. Hopefully got it on the meat of the leg there as he kind of moved a little bit, so maybe kind of deflected it a bit, we hope, but he's going to stay in the game. Good thing. Hunter Frederick, good to see he's okay. But a runner on here as it goes back up to middle. So Johnston, the right fielder, steps to the plate now. As the umpire is still out having a talk now with Hunter. And now that meeting is over. Now we're ready to go. Hunter looking in, has a sign from Manbeck. He'll go from the stretch now as Drayling takes the lead at first. Johnston in. And the pitch, looking to square around the bunt. And Hunter going to catch him in the backside, and now runners on first and second after he's hit by the pitch. That one got a read from Hunter right there. Definitely not going to see him throwing pitches like that, and definitely not intentional. So here comes the lefty Golubski to the plates, the pitcher. He'll step in, ready to go here. Now runners at first and second is Paola. Is trying to start something off here. And the pitch on the way. He's trying to square around the bunt, get a sacrifice bunt down, and it's a strike 1 to him. So pitcher trying to help his own cause here as he trying to move him around a sacrifice bunt with runners at first and second. 0-1 to him on the strike call. So Frederick, let's see if he can get some defensive help here. As Kimberlin keeping Drayling close at second. Here's the pitch. Just low for ball 1, 1-1. Frederick back to the hill, taking his time climbing up here. Now he's ready to go. Runners will take their lead. Standing in, Golubski with a 1-1 count to him. Frederick delivers just outside, ball 2. So 2-1 to him as Manbeck trying to frame that up in there and see if he can get Hunter to get it right down the middle here. It's 2-1 to him. That's up high. Now it goes 3-1. So Hunter now in trouble of loading it up here for the Panthers to start off without any outs. Definitely don't want to do that. So here's Golubski right back in. And the pitcher trying to help his own cause. Frederick, 3-1. Steve Wright called, and it's now full count, 3-2. Good pitch. So now runs it full here. So Hunter definitely needs a strikeout or an out here. And the 3-2 on the way. Foul ball heads up over there to the left side, and it'll get out of play, staying 3-2. So 3-2 to him. After the foul ball, Glupski right back in. Coming set, Frederick to the plate. Double play ball here. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. That's a big strikeout there for Frederick, and that's out number 1. Oh, I tell you, Hunter definitely needed that one coming back after getting those first 2 on. Here we go as Modes, the center fielder, will step to the plate. 1 out, 2 on. Hunter going to see if he can pitch his way out of some early trouble here. And Modes stands in, the pitch on the way. The runners are going. Manbeck going to throw down. And oh, my goodness, it gets out into left field. And it'll get away on the low throw. And coming around here into third. And he'll be in there at third. Standing will be Johnston as he comes around. So Drayling comes in on the error by the catcher. So it's now a 1-0 ball game here. And over at third goes Johnston as it's 0-1 at the plate to Modes. So now runner over at third on the error by the Blue Comets. And it's now 1-0 here. 0-1 to Modes. Back in. Swing and a miss, 0-2. So it's now 0-2 to Modes with Angermeyer on deck. Runner over at third. Modes right back in with an 0-2 count. That's a shot down the third baseline, and it will be foul, staying 0-2. Coming up on Thursday, folks, we'll be broadcasting live at home at Santa Fe Park for Lady Blue Comet softball. And that rain stays away. We'll be back in We'll get to Iola for Blue Comet baseball on Friday. 1-1 Thursday, 1-1 on Friday. Modes back in after the foul ball. 0-2 to him. Frederick to the plate. Fly ball over on the right side. Having enough room there. Cooper McMillan settles underneath it in foul ground and makes the play. Nice job, out number 2. So here comes the big first baseman, Angermeyer. He'll come to the plate. He'll have a runner over at third. So as he stands in here, ready to go against Frederick. Hunter taking a long look in, now ready to go, has the sign and the pitch. Heads up. Heads up. Foul ball back behind us here. And it is 0-1. Got to be careful here, folks. Don't have a screen on top of this tall backstop here. And no press box, so we've got to watch for foul balls. 0-1 to Angermeyer. Swing and a miss. It is 0-2. Nice pitch by Hunter right there. And Angermeyer had a good look at it, just miss it. So 0-2 to Angermeyer now. Let's see what Hunter decides to stay away from a little bit here. See if we can get him to chase. Here's the pitch. Outside. Couldn't get the call. 1-2. Nice try there by Hunter. Angermeyer, disciplined at the plate, stays away from it. 1-2 once again with Smith on deck. Angermeyer tries to bring the runner from third. And Frederick, 1-2. Angermeyer. Oh, Steve Rock, 3. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. That is the third out and the second strikeout for Hunter Frederick. And that'll do it for the first inning for Paola. It's a 1-0 ball game. We'll go to the second. Manbeck, Ellis, and Costin to the plate. When we come back, we'll come a baseball on Z95.3. Alrighty, we're back here ready to go to the second inning, and I'll get the live stream up there right, folks. My apologies. I'll get that right. Kind of slacking on that. All right, so here we go to the second inning. Mason Manbeck, Bryson Ellis, and Jaden Costin first three up here against Golubski. He has had one inning of work. He's thrown 25 pitches, one strikeout, one base on balls, no hits, no runs. Facing Manbeck, the Blue Comet catcher. Oh, man. I hope he calls that on both sides there. That's on the inside, catching that one. Strike number one. 0-1 to Mason. Outside, 1-1 to Kemp. So Manbeck standing right in, trying to get something started here with a 1-1 count from the windup. Golubski. High fly ball over to the left side. A left fielder, that will be Smith. Uh-oh, having a little trouble with it, but the wind caught it up there, and he played it very well. Kind of took him back a little bit, but Smith makes the play for out number one. Oh, boy, I tell you what, took him all kinds of places out there, but he makes the play for one out. Here comes Bryson Ellis to the plate, Blue Comet center fielder. One out, nobody on here in the second. 1-0 ball game. Panthers with the lead. Blue Comet's 3-4, Paola 2-1 on the season, starting the game. Ellis outside, ball 1 to him. 1-0 to Bryson. Jaden Costin on deck. Catching the outside corner, now 1-1. So it's Bryson, 1-1 counts. And Golubski working quickly here. And that's going to be out in front, and it's a high chopper. And trying to get a long throw, and it won't be there. Bringing it down and beating the throw down. Bryson Ellis down the line quick. And help with that high chopper right out in front of the plate. So the Blue Comets have another base runner here with one out. And their first hit of the game. Here comes Jaden Costin to the plate, the Blue Comet second baseman. So Jaden will step up here. Ready to go as Golubski. Now from the stretch. Nice pitch down the pipe there to Jaden. Strike 1 to him. 0-1 now to Costin. Right back in, trying to move Ellis off of first. He takes his lead, hanging on there by Angermeyer. He'll throw over. Ellis gets back in. Sizemore. First place box over there. Another quick throw over. Trying to catch Ellis. Not looking, but gets back in quickly. Stays 1-1 to Jaden as he's still in the box here, ready to go. Golubski keeping an eye on Bryson. And here's the pitch. That's up high inside. It's 1-1. Panthers obviously doing a little research on the Blue Comets. Know they'll run. Like I said, we've already stole one base here in this ball game. Stole 6 in the first 4 innings against Girard on Friday. 1-1 to Costin. Low on the inside. 2-1. So the 2-1 count. Jaden. I'm going to stand right in. And he'll get a piece of that one to foul it off. It'll now be 2-2. So the 2-2 count. Jaden ready to go. First pitch. That's going to be high over to the right side. Second baseman there, Hunter, settling underneath it, and he'll get it right off the edge of the dirt and make the play for out number 2. So 2 outs as Alex Crum comes to the plate, and it will be Bryson Ellis over at first. So Alex steps to the plate here with 2 outs and a man on. And Crum now ready to go. As Golubski checks him over at first. Ellis with the lead. Here's a pitch. That's a shot out into left field, and that's a high fly ball, and it is all the way to the fence. Coming around here to score is going to be Jaden Costin. He's on his horse, and it's going to be Alex Crum holding up there. It's an RBI double for Alex Crum, tying the ball game at 1 apiece for the Blue Comets. Big hit there for Alex, and he's over there at second, and that's a 1-1 ball game for the Blue Comets. First pitch he sees, drives it to left center field, and it's a 1-1 ball game. Here comes the top of the order. It'll be Lane Harvey to the plate. So Lane with a runner scoring position here. See if he can give the Blue Comets the lead. He was hit by a pitch his first time at the plate. Golubski delivers, and that's a high fly ball. Heads up, coming over here. Heads up. Foul ball right behind us, and it'll get out of play. Foul ball. So we'll get everybody reset here after the foul ball. All right, back in comes Lane Harvey. 0-1 to him after the foul ball. 2 outs. That's a nice pitch, just a little bit high there for Golubski, making it a 1-1 count. Corbett Kimberlin on deck here with 2 outs, but Lane Harvey trying to continue the inning. Here's a big third baseman stands in. He's got Crum over at second after that RBI double. Golubski to the plate. That's just a little bit low now, 2-1. The Comets have tied it up here, 1 apiece. And now Lane Harvey in, 2-1 count. A little 2-out rally here going for the Blue Comets. See if we can push another one across. Lane in, here we go. Foul ball over to the right side, out of play. 2-2. The Comets doing a good job here as they already into the second inning. 1 2/3. Already got 41 pitches out of Golubski here. So good job getting a lot of pitches at the plate. 2-2 now to Harvey. Crum with his lead at second. Hunter holding him in. There's a pitch. That's going to get out into center field, and that's going to get down and bringing him around to score. It's an RBI single for Lane Harvey at the plate, and that's going to get away from the catcher coming in, and Harvey will go to second on the throw in. It's an RBI single for Lane Harvey. He'll go to second on the throw in. Third hit of the inning for the Blue Comets brings in another run. It's 2-1 Blue Comets. Here comes Corbett Kimberlin to the plate as Golubski will have a chat at the hill with his teammates. As the Comets push another one across, and a good job there by Alex Crum to get himself into scoring position on that RBI double. And here's Lane Harvey bringing him around. And it's 2-1 Blue Comets. Stepping in now, Corbett Kimberlin flat out to second, his first time up. Runner scoring position here. And this two-out rally going here for the Blue Comets. Golubski checks the runner second to the plate. Corbett outside, ball 1. So ball 1 to him as Kimberlin stands right back in. That's this foul ball over to the right side. Going to get out of play. 1-1 to count. So the 1-1 count to him. Corbett standing right in as Golubski checks the runner over second. Here's the pitch to him. Low on the outside, 2-1. So Blue Comets, 2 outs here, put 3 hits, and have brought across 2 runs to lead it 2-1 here in the second. Golubski delivers high of 3-1 now to Kimberlin. Corbett ahead in the count. And he jumps right back in. And Jake Fiskus on deck looking to get a chance here. Corbett can reach with 2 outs. Golubski decides to step off as he's now when the first set of signs from Daggett behind the dish. Daggett sends it back out here. Now we're ready to go. 3-1 to Corbett as he's back in. Here's the pitch to him. Catching that outside corner. Full count, 3-2. Nice pitch there for Golubski. Blue's been pretty consistent with it. Make sure he does both sides. Payoff pitch on the way. Kimberlin ready. Here's the pitch. That's a shot that'll get out into center field. Bringing him around as the center fielder having trouble with it. And it's an RBI single. Corbett Kimberlin and the Blue Comets now lead it 3-1 as Lane Harvey comes around to score on an RBI single here by Kimberlin. So the Blue Comets bring another run in on 4 hits. Making it now 3-1 here for the Blue Comets. Now here comes Jake Fiskus to the plate here. See if he can continue the inning for the Comets. As Jake stands in, ready to go. First pitch, call, strike 1 to him. So Fiskus, I got the wrong score on there, don't I? That's all right. We'll get her fixed. So Fiskus in, 0-1 to him. That's going to be low, and there's a throw down to first, and Angermeyer. Oh, what a close play down there. Nice try there by Daggett to get him. down there at first, but getting right back in there is Kimberlin. He gets in under the tag. Fiskus now with a 1-1 count here at the plate. Jake ready to go. Glipski trying to get out of this inning. That's a strike call, 1-2. So with a 1-2 count, Jake, the 7th hitter to the plate here in this inning, steps back in. Trying to move Kimberlin off at first. Not much of a lead. Here's a pitch. That's going to go outside and reach it there. Fiskus going to sit it out into left center field. Left center fielder on his way over. He can't handle it. It goes off his glove. Coming around to score. Kimberlin from first. Fiskus on his horse. He's down there on to third. And it's a stand-up RBI triple for Jake Fiskus. And the Blue Comets now lead it by a score of 4-1 here in the second as Fiskus gets the triple from Gillespie. So it's now a 4-1 ball game here. And we'll get our score right here, folks. My apologies. I got the wrong score here. Let's do this. Let's go 1. And we'll go up here. I'll go backspace 4. There we go. Now we're right. Now back in here goes Hunter Frederick. Reached on a base of balls his first time up. Foul ball. Back behind everybody here. As he's trying to bring Corbett Kimberlin around. As he's standing over at third on an RBI triple. So in goes Frederick with an 0-1 count out to the foul ball. Gillespie to the plate. That's a shot to the third baseman. Nice little dig there by Gant. He's coming up making a good throw. 5-3. Finishes the inning for the Blue Comets. But they do the damage here, getting 4 hits. 5 hits, I'm sorry. They'll leave 1 on and no errors by the Panthers. And we'll go to the bottom of the second inning. Blue Comets lead it 4-1. It will be Smith, Gant, and Daggett on the way to the plate. We come back Z95.3. And we are back here as we get ready to go. Bottom of the second inning is a 4-1 lead for your Blue Comets. And Hunter Frederick back in for his second inning work. 19 pitches, 2 strikeouts, a base on balls. He did give up 1 hit and a run in that first inning. Was unearned to him as it was an error on the catcher that brought in the run. Okay. So here we go as we go to the bottom of the second. Smith, Gant, and Daggett, the first 3 up here. Smith stands in, the third baseman. Ready to go against Frederick. First pitch to him on the way as Blue Comets now lead at 4-1. Tops 2. Bottom 2, I should say. Here we go. Smith. High for ball 1. So Frederick. Ready to go here is the pitch. Swing and a miss by Smith. 1-1 is big. Smith swinging for the fences right there. And it's a 1-1 count to him. Frederick delivers. Swing and a miss. It's now 1-2. Hunter feeling it on the mound here from the windup. See if he can finish it off. Here we go. 1-2 count to Smith as he stands right back in. Combat defense ready. Here's the pitch. Beautiful breaking ball. Oh, my gosh, that's some nasty cheese. Out number 1 on the breaking ball for Steve Rock 3. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Ooh, my goodness. That was, ooh. That'll break your knees right there. Here comes Gant to the plate. He's the third baseman. Sorry, Smith was the left fielder. And the pitch, that's a check swing there off the bat. Foul ball to Gant. So the catcher Daggett will be on deck as Gant, the third baseman, in. And the 0-1 to him from Frederick. That's going to go out into right. Just under second base there. Got up in the air there. Jaden Costin comes down with it. Out number 2. Like it's up in the air a little bit. That wind is knocking things down. Once it gets up here, we've got a pretty good wind here. Here comes the catcher Daggett to the plate. So he'll step in here. 2 outs and nobody on. Hunter looking for a 1, 2, 3 innings. See if we get those Blue Comet bats working again in that third. That's going to be a foul ball. It's up, it's up. Foul ball. So 0-1 here to Daggett with Hunter. Second baseman on deck. Daggett steps in. Here's the 0-1 to him. High breaking ball. 1-1. So 1-1 count. Hunter delivers. That's a foul ball over here to the right side, and it should get just out of play, and does. It's 1-2. So with a 1-2 count, Hunter trying to finish it off here. Daggett steps right back in. Strikeout, fly out. And Hunter delivers the 1-2. High 2-2 the count. So Frederick ready to go. Daggett right back in. Here's the 2-2 as a sign from Manbeck. Hunter delivers. Fly ball, that's going to get out into right center field, and it will get down. Going over to cut it off is Bryson Ellis. Mishandles the play a little bit. Here comes the throw in, and it'll be a double. 2-out double for Daggett. So they have their second hit of the ball game. As Daggett gets on here with 2 outs, here comes the second baseman, Hunter. We're going to get a pinch runner. That is going to be Williams, will be the courtesy runner for the catcher, Daggett. 6. Williams. So Williams, a courtesy runner, over at second, and Hunter, the second baseman, comes in. The number 9 hitter with the runner over at second on their second hit. And 2 outs. And a runner scoring position here for the Panthers. As Hunter to the plate here, and Hunter Frederick now from the stretch for the Blue Comets on the hill. Has the sign, come set, and to the plate. That's up high to him. Ball 1. 1-0 to Hunter. Frederick checks the runner over second, steps back to the hill, has the sign, come set. Here's the 1-0. Catch him on the elbow there. He's hit by the pitch. So runner now at first and second for the Panthers here with 2 outs, trying to put together their own little 2-out rally. Here comes Dreiling to the plate. He had a single to start, scored on an error in the inning to get that 1 run here for the Paola Panthers. So Dreiling steps to the plate. And runners at first and second here with 2 outs. As Dreiling, Dreiling, they say. Ready to go. Here's the pitch from Frederick as he checks the runner second and to the plate. Low for ball number 1. Just missing on that inside corner. So with a 1-0 count, Dreiling right back in. And the pitch to him. That's up high to make it 2-0. So Hunter here having to work after getting 2 quick outs. He's given up a hit batsman. And now trying to get back into it here as Dreiling back in. He's got him 2-0. Low for a 3-0 count. So Frederick in trouble here, loading him up here. And Dreiling 3-0 as Hunter taking all the way, 3-1 to him. Taking all the way there. So the 3-1 count with Johnston on deck. And runners at first and second here with 2 outs. Dreiling 3-1. That's a shot, high fly ball over to left center field, and Bryson Ellis will make the play for outs number 3. So they do threaten here as they leave a couple on after getting hits. And no errors by the Blue Comets, no runs come in. We will go to the 3rd inning. It will be Ottis, Manbeck, and Ellis when we come back. Blue Comets lead at 4-1, Z95.3. All right, we're back here ready to go for the third inning, and it will be Gillespie back on the hill for the Panthers. He has thrown 2 innings. He's thrown 53 pitches, 1 strikeout, 1 base on balls, 5 hits, and 4 runs to the Blue Comets so far in his 2 innings of work. Here comes Nate Ottis to the plate, struck out to end the first, his first time at the plate. Blue Comets sent 8 to the plate in that last inning and had 4 hits, and all of them resulted in RBIs for the Blue Comets. So here comes Nate Ottis to the plate looking for his chance. And he'll go against Gillespie here in the third. First pitch from the windup on the way. And that's a high chopper there. Gillespie comes off the hill over towards third and throws down and gets Ottis by the step for out number 1. So it will be Mason Manbeck coming to the plate now for the Blue Comets as the catcher flied out to left his first time up. I'll check in with Coach Murray down to the third base line and find a sign that he likes, and he'll be ready to step right back in and go here with 1 out, nobody on. Gillespie to the plates. Nice breaking ball in there for strike 1. 0-1 to him with Bryson Ellis for the Blue Comets on deck as Manbeck right back in. The 0-1 pitch outside, 1-1. The 1-1 count. Mason steps right back in. 1 out, nobody on, trying to get something started here in the third. That's a nice breaking ball once again and called strike 2, 1-2. Now to Mason. So the 1-2 count, Manbeck right back in and the pitch on the way. That's low for a 2-2 count. 2-2 count. So with a 2-2 count, Manbeck. 1 out, nobody on, right, ready to go. Here's Gillespie. That's a shot, and it'll get to the shortstop. Nice play there by Dreiling, and they'll come across and go 6-3 for out to number 2. Take it on the hop here. Comes Bryson Ellis to the plate. Ellis got a single, scored the first run for the Blue Comets. Back in the second inning. So he'll step up here for the second time here against Gillespie. He was trying to get a 1-2-3 inning, but the Blue Comets had a 2-out rally in that last inning. See if they can get that again here today. That is up and foul and out of play. Out of play. 0-1 to 0-1 to Bryson. As Jaden Costin will be on deck if Bryce can get on. Here's Ellis right back in. And Ellis. There's that breaking ball in there for a strike called. And Gillespie's done really good with that here in this inning with that breaking ball. It's kind of come together for him. Ellis, 0-2. Outside, 1-2 now. So with a 1-2 count, Bryson Ellis. With a 1-2 count, he's right back in here. And started off here to get that 2-out rally going. Bryson sends it out into center field. Center fielder coming up on it. That is Modes. He'll come up and make the play for the 3rd out, and it's a 1-2-3 inning here for the Panthers. Blue Comets get no hits, leave nobody, no errors come in, no runs for the Blue Comets, but they do lead it by a score of 4-1 as we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Johnston, Gillespie, and Modes to the plate. When we come back, Blue Comet Baseball, Z95.3. And we're back here as we get ready to go to the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Blue Comets lead at 4-1 here in Paola today in game number 1 of this doubleheader. We got Lady Blue Comet softball over to the right of us here. We got Blue Comet JV baseball over to the left. Lady Blue Comet JV softball back out to our I guess that'd be our southwest corner of us on this clover leaf of stuff here in Paola. And ready to go here. Hunter Frederick back on the hill for the Blue Comets. He has pitched 2 solid innings. He has got 38 pitches, 3 strikeouts, no base on balls. He's given up 2 hits, 1 run, but it is unearned, so I guess you can't say he's given that up. He'll face Johnston, Gillespie, and Modes the first 3 here. Johnston, the right fielder, was hit by a pitch. Got stranded at third, back into first, so his second time at the plate. And the first pitch to him from Frederick. Calls G-Rack 1 on that outside corner. 0-1 to him. Blues been really consistent with that on that outside call and on the inside corner as well. 0-1 to Johnston. That's a shot there. Kimberlin coming up on it. Second hop. Good throw across, and it is a 6-3. Out to number 1. So 1 out on the Kimberlin to McMillan. Here comes the pitcher, Gillespie, to the plate. Worked it to a full count. Ended up striking out. Back into the first, so he's 0 for 1 at the plate. Trying to help his own cause with no outs and nobody, 1 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the third. Up high to him for ball 1. That's a high fly ball there over to the left side. Running in on it, Jake Fiskus. Can't get to it as he is played back pretty deep, so it is a single for Gillespie as he is on. As Fiskus gave a good try at running up on it, can't quite come up with it. So it's a base hit as they get to their first hit, their third hit, I should say, of the ball game. Sorry. Modes to the plate. He is 0 for 1. Flight out in foul ground to Cooper McMillan, his first time at the plate. So the runner at first, now from the stretch, Frederick. That's going to be a foul ball over to the left side, strike 1. Oh, 1 to him. As Modes back in. Gillespie over at first, taking the lead there, and Frederick decides to throw over and keep an eye on him. So with an 0-1 count, Modes right back in. That's up high. It'll go 1-1 to him. So the 1-1, Modes stays right in. That's up high from Frederick, now 2-1. As Modes with 1 out, tries to get Gillespie off of first. Here's the 2-1 to him. As Frederick now from the stretch comes to the plate. That's a shot there. And a nice job by Kimberlin to knock it down. They'll get the lead runner. Can't quite turn the double play, but a beautiful play by the shortstop on the third base side. Makes the dig and gets the lead runner on the 6-4 for out number 2. Modes reaches on the fielder's choice. A nice job. Corbett Kimberlin diving for it and taking the run, or taking the hit away. Here comes Angermeyer, the first baseman, to the plate. Struck out his first time up. He's got a runner over at first and 2 outs. Facing Frederick for the second time. Here's the pitch to him, and that's a high fly ball out into center field, and that is going to be over the center fielder's head, Bryson Ellis, and having trouble with it as Angermeyer now turns second and comes in, and it's a RBI triple for Angermeyer. I think Bryson Ellis lost it back there. So it's now 4-2 as they bring the run in on a hit by Angermeyer. And here comes Smith to the plate with 2 outs. Not their second hit, bringing the man around. So here comes Smith to the plate. He struck out his first time up to start off the second. He'll face Frederick here. It's a 4-2 ball game now. That's up high from Hunter. 1-0. I think Bryson just kind of lost that one in the air there as it got over his head towards the fence. 1-0 to Smith. Just missing outside. It's now 2-0. Gant will be on deck here as they got Angermeyer over at third. Blue Comets looking to get that third out. Now 3-0 to Smith as Hunter falls behind the left fielder. Here's the pitch. Just outside for ball 4. So puts them on the corners here. First base on balls by Frederick. So here comes Gant to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Flying out to second his first time up. So runners on the corners with 2 outs. Frederick going to keep an eye on the runners. And we're going to get a timeout here by... Oh, we got a switch out here. My apologies, folks. It looks like we switched on the pitcher to the catcher. I did not notice that. So it's Manbeck now in on the hill, and Frederick behind the dish. I'll make it right here. So it's Manbeck pitching now for the Blue Comets. And that's going to hit Gantz. And that'll load the bases on the hit by the pitch. So now runners all over the base pads here. And now full as Daggett, the catcher, comes to the plate here. He had a double his first time at the plate. And now last inning, he's got 2 outs, does Manbeck. And the pitch, Steve Wright called. So Daggett 0-1. Blue Comets desperately needing an out right here. It's new pitcher Mason Manbeck in the circle on the hill. And the 0-1 to Daggett. That's a bouncer, third base, and they'll be Lane Harvey making it himself. So the threat there, they did load him up, get a couple hits. They'll leave 3 on. 1 does come in, and we will go to the 4th inning as the Blue Comets lead it 4-2 now. And 4th inning on the way for the Blue Comets will be Costin, Crum, and Harvey when we come back. Blue Comets lead at 4-2, Z95.3. And we're back here ready to go. It is a 4-2 ball game as we go to the 4th inning. Blue Comets lead it now 4-2, and looks like it will be Golubski standing in the circle here for his 4th inning of work. And he'll face Costin, Crum, and Harvey the first 3 here. And Golubski has gone 63 pitches, 1 strikeout, 1 base on balls, giving up 5 hits and 4 runs to the Blue Comets here. And he'll step in here ready to go for the 4th inning. It'll be Jaden Costin 0 for 1 at the plates. And the pitch on the way to him. Low outside for ball 1. So 1-0 to him. As Costin in. First pitch. Oh, that was going to be fouled off the mask right there. 1-1. Alex Crum on deck. He had an RBI double his first time up. And it's 1-1 now to Jaden Costin as he stands in here. In the top of the 4th inning, Blue Comets lead it by a score of 4-2. So Costin now 1-1 as Golubski from the windup bringing it to the plates. Well, that breaking ball a little bit high. He had it working that last inning. Boy, I tell you, it was nice breaking ball by Golubski in that last inning. That one a little bit high. 2-1 to Jaden. Costin right back in, trying to start it off here in the 4th for the Comets. That's going to be over to outside, and it's going to get out of play. Foul ball. 2-2 to Costin. So we'll reset everybody up here as Jaden coming back in. And he'll stand back up here with a 2-2 count. Check in with Coach Murray down the third base line as he's having a little fun with the third baseman Gant over there. Here's the 2-2. Inside call, Steve Reich 3. And that is a call, strike 3 for out to number 1. And he's been consistent on that call there. Jaden taking that one on the inside. Thought it was a little on the inside, but it is a call. Steve Reich 3. So 1 out. Here comes Alex Crum to the plate. Alex, RBI single his first time up, steps up for the second time here. Golubski ready to go. First pitch now here to Crum. Alex taking Steve Reich 1 to him. 0-1 to Crum. And standing right in Golubski from the windup. There's a shot third base, and Gantz right down on it, trying to come up and make a good strong throw, and gets him by a step 5-3 out number 2. So to the top of the order will be Lane Harvey coming to the plate. He's 1 for 1, scoring and runs, stole a base, an RBI single his last time up. So 2 outs and nobody on here in the 4th. And the Blue Comets let's get a little 2-out rally going here like they did in the 2nd. And see if Lane can start it off. Harvey in. Up high, ball 1 to him. 1-0 to Harvey with Corbett Kimberlin on deck. Lane, ready to go. That's up high, 2-0. So Blue Comets can just stay steady at the plate here and see if we can get a few more pitches out of Gillespie here. 2-0 now to Harvey. That's going to be fouled off. Fouled off and out of play. 2-1. So the 2-1 counts. Lane Harvey right back in here. And Gillespie trying to finish it off for the Panthers. Oh, just missed it right there. It's now 3-1 to Harvey. Good eye by Lane, staying away from it. So big third baseman coming right back in. See if he can get on for Kimberlin. Yeah, it's 3-1 now to Lane. That's a high fly ball. Center field. Center fielder going back on it, Modes. And it's going to get over his head and all the way to the fence. Right there at the second is going to be Lane Harvey with a double for the Blue Comets. 6 hits on the ball game. Now the second one there for Lane Harvey. A long, long double. Straightaway center. Here comes Corbett Kimberlin to the plate. He's 1 for 2, scoring and running, RBI single his last time up. So he'll step to the plate here. In the 4th with 2 outs and a runner scoring position. Kimberlin back in. Here we go. Gillespie delivers. That's a shot there. And third baseman Gant having a little trouble with it. Comes up with it and gets a nice play 5-3 to get him by a step forward the third out. So the Blue Comets get a hit. They leave 1. No errors by the Panthers. No runs come in for the Blue Comets. They lead it 4-2 as we get ready to go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. And we'll leave it right here for your halfway point. It is your Community National Bank halftime or halfway report as we're halfway through this one. Now the Blue Comets lead it right now 4-2. Good hitting for the Blue Comets. They've got 5-6 hits now onto the ball game. They've left 4 onto the base pads. Only 1 error for the Blue Comets so far in this one, and it is 2 run on 4 runs. So it is 2 runs on 4 hits, 6 left for the Panthers here. They have no errors on the ball game, but they've hit a little bit here in that last inning, and it was Mason Manbeck who's coming back in. He'll have his 2nd inning of work. Let's see, he pitched the 3rd, so it was 2 innings of work for Hunter, and he is now back behind the dish. Hunter had 38 pitches. He had 1 base on balls, 3 strikeouts. He gave up 5 hits and the 1 run, but it was not earned to him. So it is a 4-2 ball game. Your Community National Bank halftime report. That's where we are. Right now it'll be Mason Manbeck in for his 2nd inning of work. Gillespie is the pitcher for the Panthers. He has gone 4 solid innings. He's got 2 strikeouts, 1 base on balls. He's pitched 75 pitches. He's given up the 6 hits and the 4 runs to the Blue Comets here in this one. That's your Community National Bank halfway report. 4-2. Here we go to the bottom half of the 4th inning into the second baseman Hunter. Steps up here against Manbeck for the first time. Hunter was hit by a pitch his first time at the plate, so he's the number 9 hitter. Starting it off on the 4th for the Panthers. That's up high for ball 1 from Mason Manbeck. So Manbeck, 1-0 to him. That's going to be a high fly ball out into left field, and Jake Fiskus right there for the plate. So out number 1. So top of the order will be Dreiling to the plate. He's 1 for 2. He's got a single, scored a run on an error back in the 1st inning. And a fly ball his 2 times up. So 1 out, nobody on. Bottom 4, 4-2 Blue Comets. Dreiling stepping back in, ready to go. And Manbeck on the hill pitching. Trying to get a little slap butt down. That's going to be a foul ball. 0-1. So an 0-1 count. On deck would be Johnston. Gillespie in the hole. But it is 0-1 to Dreiling. Manbeck from the windup pitches. That's low. 1-1 to count. Kind of got Hunter a little crossed up there. Quickly, Manbeck delivers the 1-1. Out there on that outside edge, and it's ball 2. So a 2-1 count. Dreiling right in. Manbeck delivers. Swing and a miss, making it 2-2. Dreiling trying to give it a ride right there to shortstop. Stays right in the box. Nobody on. 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch from Manbeck. Foul tip, Steerack, 3 for the out, and Manbeck picks up his first strikeout of the ball game here. And that is out at number 2. Here comes Johnston to the plate. The right fielder for the Panthers steps up here with 2 outs and nobody on. He is 0 for 1 and been hit by a pitch. His 2 times at the plate. Manbeck delivers. High fly ball out into center field. Bryson Ellis going back on it, and it'll get over his head and hit the fence and come back. As Johnston now coming around second, and he'll head into third. Here comes the throw in, and it'll be a close play. And a nice job backing him up. It is a triple for Johnston. So Johnston picks up the first hit of the inning, gets over to third, and it'll be Gillespie to the plate. He's 1 for 2 at the plate today. So now Manbeck stands right back in here as they try to manufacture a run to get a little bit closer, but Blue Comets looking for that third out. Outside, ball 1 to Gillespie. So 1-0 to him with Modes on deck. 1-0 to Gillespie. He's right back in. That's in for ball number 2. So 2 outs by both of these teams. Have got a couple hits here a couple times into this one, and now it's gone 3-0 from Manbeck to the opposing pitcher here. And Manbeck looking to see if he can find that spot. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. So now runners on the corners here once again for the Panthers in this inning. They had it in the last inning as well. Here comes Modes to the plate. He's 0 for 1, reaching on a fielder's choice. His 2 times up as Frederick goes out to have a chat with Mason Manbeck there, letting him know, hey, keep yourself all right. We're good. Let's get the guy at the plate. We're still ahead 4-2. 2 outs here in this 4th inning. So Frederick now back behind the dish as Mason ready to face the center fielder Modes here with the runners on the corners. Manbeck to the plates. High fly ball. Center field, and that is going to be a 3-run shot. A 3-run shot here by Modes gives them the lead 5-2 on the 3-run home run. On the 3-run shot, another hit brings in 3 runs here. That'll make it a 5-4 ball game. As now Angermeyer comes to the plate. He is 1 for 2 at the plate today. Had a triple his last time up. Steps up here now with nobody on. As Manbeck gives up the 3-run shot there. And they take the lead now 5-4. And that's up high to Angermeyer. 1-0. Low outside, now 2-0. So Angermeyer right back in, and Manbeck trying to work quickly here, 2-0. That's going to be a chopper over to the third base side, and it's a foul, 2-1. Smith will be on deck. If Angermeyer can get on. So he gets back here after the foul ball. And Manbeck staying with the wind-up. Now 2-1 to Angermeyer. And the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, goes 2-2. So the 2-2 count. Angermeyer right back in. Manbeck trying to get out of this inning. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That's a shot up the middle there. Kimberlin cuts it off, comes over and makes a great play. Oh, it's a low throw to McMillan. And gets to the backstop. Here's the throw back across. And he won't get there, but Angermeyer will go to second on the errant throw. So an error puts him on. The second error by the Blue Comets. He gets to second. And so now Smith comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a base on balls. As he steps to the plate now, as it's a 5-4 ball game, and with 2 outs, they've made a little rally here on a few hits. A couple hits and an error. That's low on the outside, ball 1 to Smith. So 2 hits and an error brought in the 3 runs to make it 5-4 here. Now Blue Comets trail it 2 outs, 1-0 pitch. That's going to go out into right center field, and it will be right there at Jaden Costin as he'll go back and make the play for outs number 2. But they do the damage here in the 4th as they get 2 hits, and they leave 1 on. 1 error by the Blue Comets brings in 3 runs. It is now a 5-4 ball game as we go to the 5th inning. Coming up for the Blue Comets will be Fiskus, Frederick, and Otis when we come back. Z95.3. And we're back here as we go to the 5th inning. It will be a 5-4 ball game as now the Panthers with the lead on a couple hits and an error in that top half of the bottom half of the 4th inning. Here's Jake Fiskus to the plate. He is 1 for 2 and an RBI triple his last time at the plate, and he takes strike 1 to start off. 0-1 to Fiskus. That's a high fly ball out into center field, and the Mode's going back on it, and he'll make the play there for outs at number 1. So Fiskus gives it a ride to center field, and it's 1 out. Golubski back in here for his 5th inning of work. He's thrown 4 1/3. He's got to 78 pitches down, 2 strikeouts, 1 base on ball. He's given up 6 hits, 4 runs to the Blue Comets. He'll face Hunter Frederick here for the 3rd time. Frederick 0 for 1 with a base on balls just 2 times at the plate. 1 out, nobody on for him as he stands up in the 5th. Inside, ball 1 to him. So 1-0 to him. Hunter right back in. He'll say that over to the right side, and it's going to go to the foul side and get out of play. Foul ball. 1-1 now the count to Frederick. As he makes his way back to the dish, coming up on Thursday, we'll have a Lady Blue Comet softball at home as Fort Scott comes to town. We'll be at Santa Fe Park for a 1-1. Blue Comets will be playing at Katy Park for that 1-1 on Thursday. And we'll be on the air here with the Blue Comet softball. 4:30. 1-1 to Frederick as he's back in. Golubski delivers. Low, ball 2. As it's now 2-1. So the 2-1 count. That's going to go out, and it'll get down into right center field, and that should get to the gap. Frederick going to turn the corner here, and it'll be a long single for Hunter Frederick, so the Blue Comets have a runner here in the 5th. That'll bring up Nate Otis to the plate. He's 0 for 2, a single, and a ground out back to the pitcher, back in the 3rd. So he's 0 for 2 at the plate today. So in goes Nate Otis with a runner over at first, and the pitch to Nate. Catching the outside corner for strike 1, 0-1. 0-1 to Otis as Frederick takes his lead over at first. Here's the pitch to Nate. That's going to be a little runner there. Gant having to wait on the second shot, on the second hop. And they'll get him at first, but it does advance the runner over to second. Does Frederick go? And it is a 5-3 out number 2. It's like a sacrifice bunt right there. So here comes Manbeck to the plate. He's 0 for 2 at the plate, Mason is. He started off the catching. Now he's doing the pitching. He's got a runner scoring position here. Now a chance to help himself here. See if he can get Hunter around from second. First pitch from Golubski is in there for strike number 1. Golubski gets him 0-1 to start off to his opposing pitcher, Mason Manbeck. So Manbeck ready to go as he stands right back in, checking the runner over second. Golubski now from the stretch to the plate. That's going to hit Manbeck in the backside, hit by the pitch. So runners now at first and second as Bryson Ellis comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2, scoring a run for the Blue Comets in this one as he checks in with Coach Murray down the third baseline. Has a sign he likes. Frederick over at second. And now over at first, Mason Manbeck. So Ellis stands in, trying to bring a run around to tie this thing up. Here's the pitch from Golubski. Ooh, Bryce giving it a swing. 0 for 1, 0 and 1 now. Boy, he was looking to make some connection there. He's got a lot of room in right center. If he can drive one over there and get it to the fence, I know Frederick can get home. Here's the pitch on the way now to Ellis. Low on the inside. It's now 1-1 count. 1-1. Ellis standing right in. Golubski delivers. That's going to be a shot on the left side. It'll get down and over the left fielder's head. Around comes Frederick. Here comes Manbeck. He's around third, and he's going to come around Murray, bringing him around. And here's a throw, and that'll be a 2-run double for Bryson Ellis. And the Blue Comets take the lead right back as they bring in 2 to make it 6-4 on the double by Ellis. And coming in to score, Frederick and Manbeck. Here comes Costin to the plate. He's 0 for 2. And now runner in scoring position is Bryson Ellis. The Blue Comets now back up 6-5 here in the top of the 5th inning. Jaden to the plate, 0 for 2 there. Trying to bring Bryson home, see if we can get a 2-run lead here in this inning. That is low for ball 1. Still only 1 out here. 2 outs, sorry. So 1-0 now to Jaden Costin as he stands in. Jaden's going to send that one over to the shortstop. Nice play there by the shortstop. A bouncer, but gets him 6-3 on the play. Good play there by the shortstop for the 3rd out. The Comets do get, let's see, 2 hits. They leave 1. No errors by the Panthers. And we will go to the bottom of the 5th inning. I should say, the bottom of the 5th inning. It will be Gant, Daggett, and Hunter to the plate when we come back. 6-5, Blue Comets lead it. Z95.3. And we're back here as we get ready to go to the bottom of the 5th inning. New pitcher for the Blue Comets will be Lane Harvey. He'll come in here and he'll take over after 3 innings pitched. Make that 2 innings pitched by Mason Manbeck. And Manbeck gets 2 innings. He had 34 pitches. He gave him 1 base on balls, 1 strikeout, 1 hit. Make that 2 hits. 3 runs, all of those earned. So here we go, as it's now 6-5. 4 runs. 6-5, Blue Comets lead it. It will be Gant, the 3rd baseman, standing in, facing Lane Harvey to start off, and Harvey starts him off with a strike. Gant has been hit by a pitch and is 0 for 1 as he flied out to second. Just 2 times at the plate. Does Gant right back in. 0-1, Lane Harvey to the plate. Catching the outside corner, it's 0-2. So a good job here by Lane Harvey. 0-2 to get the leadoff man behind, and Lane to the plate. That's a shot there at 3rd, and Manbeck has it skip over his glove. He thought he had it on the bounce, and it skips right over his glove and out into the left field. And it's a hit for Gant. I thought Manbeck had that one the way he came up with it, but it just bounced
right over his glove. Wasn't expecting that bounce there, and it goes over. So we're going to get a courtesy runner here for Gant. That's going to be number 13. That will be, it's like Tanner. Tanner will be the runner for Gant. Tanner. Courtesy runner. All right. Here comes the catcher. Daggett to the plate. He's 0 for 1, reaching on the fielder's choice. His 2 times up. That's a courtesy runner standing over at first. Tanner in for Gant. So Daggett comes in now as Harvey now from the stretch. This team with a 1-run lead. That's a low for ball 1 to Daggett. Looking like he wants to throw a little sacrifice bunt down there, see if they can play a little small ball to try to tie this up here in the 5th inning. 1-0 to Daggett. He's swinging around to bunt once again as Hunter Frederick behind the dish looking to throw down to first as Tanner looking for a big run there, but it's Daggett pulling back 2-0 of that count to him. Lane Harvey coming to the plate. That's a strike call. 2-1 now to Daggett. Harvey, the third pitcher for the Blue Comets here. 2-1 to Daggett. Keep an eye at the plate at home. And that's going to be a foul ball on the right side. Cooper McMillan, almost makes a sliding play there in front of the Blue Comet out and dugout. Almost comes up with the play. Nice try there by Cooper. It's 2-2. Just can't quite come up with it there in foul ground. 2-2 the count to Daggett. And Coach Murray, boy, thought he had it there too. Nice try there by Cooper. 2-2 the count now. Daggett right back in. And the Comets looking for that first out as courtesy runner Tanner leads at first. That's high outside, running the count full. So Harvey now gone full here to the catcher Daggett with Hunter, the second baseman, on deck. Here's the pitch. That's a shot there, and Kimberlin knocks it down on the bounce, but everybody's safe. And runners now first and second on back-to-back hits here by the Panthers. Into this 5th inning, here comes Hunter to the plate. He's 0 for 1, been hit by a pitch. So the second baseman comes to the plate now. As Williams going to come in and run for Daggett over at first. So we got Coach Murray going to come in, and we got a timeout on the field here. It's a 6-5 ball game. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning, and now with no outs, they put him on first and second here as Lane Harvey in to pitch here for Coach Murray's Blue Comet squad. And he's got runner first and second. He's got Hunter, the second baseman, coming to the plate. The Comets led this thing, or trailed it 1-0 at the end of the first inning. Came into the second, put up a 4 spot to lead it 4-1. Get into the 3rd inning, and it's a 4-2 ball game after a run put up there by Paola. Paola comes in with a 3-run shot there in the bottom of the 5th to take the lead 5-4. The Blue Comets come in the top of the 5th inning and put up a couple of hits, and then get a couple hits, and they put up a couple more runs there to now lead it 6-5 as the umpire is going out to break up the meeting on the hill as that is going to be over. And now Lane Harvey will face the second baseman here, Hunter, as Blue Comets need an out. Courtesy runner Tanner over at second, and Williams courtesy running for Daggett over at first. Hunter from the stretch. That's up high outside. Ball 1. Lane Harvey. 1-0 to Hunter. Back in he goes. As Paola trying to put together a run here to tie it up. 1-0 now to Hunter as Harvey comes set. Checks the runner over at second. And Lane over to second. Throws over. And ball gets away into center field. But nice job backing him up there is Bryson Ellis. Not allowing the runner to get anywhere. So it's still 1-0 to Hunter at the plate. So 1-0. Second baseman steps right back in. Coming sets. Harvey bringing it to the plate. That's up high on the inside. Now 2-0. Two and 0 to Hunter. So Harvey comes set and to the plate. That's in there for ball number 3 as it's a little high. So Lane Harvey in danger of loading him up here with no outs in this 5th inning. Hunter 3-0 just stands in, and Lane Harvey comes set and to the plates. That's in there for ball number 4. Can't catch the inside corner. So bases are full now for the Panthers. First base on ball is given up here now by Lane Harvey. Now they go to the top of the order. Is Dreiling to the plate. He is 1 for 3. He scored the first run for the ball game on an error back in the first inning. That's up high. Ball 1 to him. 1-0. Harvey to Dreiling. 1-0 pitch. That's a high fly ball out into left field. Going to be tagging up here at third. And the run comes in on the sac fly for the tie. The run comes in on the sac fly for out number 1. So here comes Johnston to the plate. His runners remain at first and second on the sacrifice fly there. Here comes Johnston. He is 1 for 2. Hit by a pitch. Runners at first and second now as he'll come to the plate. He'll face Lane Harvey with 1 out. This is now tied at 6 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Johnston standing in. First pitch from Harvey is up high as he's looking to square around and bunt. Ball 1 to him. So as Johnston takes his time, ready to stand in here, ready to go. And that's going to be in there for a strike, and that's going to go down, and the ball's going to get off the glove on the throw down, but it's a double steal. And it is now a 2-0 count at the plate here on the double steal by the Panthers. Their first stolen bases of the ball game. And it's a 1-1 count at the plate now. So now Harvey, runners at second and third, brings it to the plates. High fly ball on the infield. And it is going to be foul ground. Hunter Frederick can't make the play. And it's a 2-2 count. It's Hunter. 1-2 is the count, at the plate. Hunter, nice try there by Frederick. As it was in foul ground, and it gets up in that wind and swirls around up there, and it's not easy. So 1-2, Johnston to get another shot at it here. Runners in scoring position as they look to take the lead here, but Lane Harvey's looking to say something about that. Here's the 1-2. High fly ball, and that's going to get out of play. 1-2 the count. So Johnston at the plate here. Pitcher Golubski on deck. And that's a ball on the left side. And it's going to get down into left field corner. 1 run comes in, 2 runs come in. Got 2 RBI double for Johnston. So the double comes in as he clears them off, and they bring in 2 more to now take an 8-6 lead here. And they'll have Johnston over second. Here comes the pitcher Golubski to the plate as they now lead at 8-6. And Golubski comes to the plate 1 for 2 with a base on balls, just 3 times up from Harvey. It is high for ball 1. Modes will be on deck with only 1 out here. It's been back and forth, and that one up in behind as Harvey delivers 2-0. Throw down to third, and he is safe as he slides in there and just gets under the throw. Nice try by Hunter as Johnson's going to take off and go to third and steal the bag for the third steal for the Panthers. It's a 1-0 count, or 2-0 count at the plate. So with a 1-0 count, a 2-0 count, Golubski standing in, and the pitch on the way. Outside, 2-0. So Golubski ready to go, and Harvey is going to send the walk in. So ball 4. And the second walk given up here by Lane Harvey. So coming to the plate now is going to be Modes. Modes comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2 with a fielder's choice is 3 times up. And that's going to hit him on the arm. So runners now at first and second here for the Panthers as they lead it 8-6 here. So here we go. So it looks like our coach is going to make a change. So we're going to send it back to the studio here. We'll take a 1 minute break. I'll make that a 2 minute break. We'll come back and we'll have a pitching change, Z95.3. Already. All right, back here as it will be now Bryson Ellis on the hill for the Blue Comets. Harvey goes back to third. Manbeck will go from third out into center field. Here we go facing Angermeyer, and that's going to get away on the first pitch for ball one to Angermeyer, and the runner's going to move up to second and third. So scoring position here for the Panthers as Angermeyer stands in here with a 1-0 count. Smith will be on deck for the Panthers as they now lead at 8-6 after putting up 3 spot here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1-0 to Angermeyer. That's in there for strike from Ellis. It's now 1-1 count. So Bryson looking to get his Blue Comets out of this inning. They say 2 outs. I've only got 1, but I'm hoping it is 2. That's a high fly ball out into shallow right field. Right fielder coming up on it, Alex Crum, and he'll make the play for the 3rd out for the Blue Comets. That'll do it here, but they do the damage as they get to 2 hits, make that 3 hits, and they'll leave 2 on, and no errors by the Blue Comets, but they bring in 3 runs, and it will be an 8-6 ball game going to the 6th. Crum, Harvey, and Kimberlin come to the plate. We come back. Blue Comet Baseball, Z95.3. 1 minute break. All right, we're going to shut down the pitching on Golebski, and we have a number 2 into the hill now. I don't have any information on number 2. We just know it's number 2 will be the new pitcher here for the Panthers, and it will be Alex Crum. Alex Crum's got an RBI double and a ground out his 2 times up, so he'll stand in here ready to face the new pitcher, number 2. Outside, strike 1. As Blue Comets now traded 8-6, as 5 solid innings of work there for Gillespie. And here's the pitch, swinging and a miss by Alex Crum, now 0-2. Gillespie had 90 pitches, 1 base on balls, 2 strikeouts. And the 0-2 to Alex. Outside, 1-2, trying to get him to chase it, that one. Let's see, he had 8 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned. Gillespie. Crum sends that over to the left side, out of play. It stays 1-2 to Alex. The Comets now traded 8-6 here in the 6th inning. Trying to get a couple runs back. They've done a pretty good job of that coming back here. 1 into the 3rd, 3 into the 4th, and 3 in the 5th as Alex goes down swinging there for the strikeout. That's out number 1. So out number 1 here on the strikeout by number 2. So top of the order will be Lane Harvey. He's 2 for 2, scoring a run on an RBI and has been hit by a pitch and stolen a base into this one as he stands up here ready to go. Ball 1 to him. Top of the order here for the Blue Comets. Now trading at 8-6. See if we can put together a couple hits here. Getting 1 or 2 of those runs back. That's a shot there by in the infield, calling off the third baseman is the shortstop. Drayling makes the play for outs number 2. So here comes Corbin Kimberlin to the plate now as Kimberlin comes up. So Kimberlin comes up, 2 outs, nobody on. And swinging, getting a piece of that foul ball, 0-1. So with that 0-1 count, on deck Jake Fiskus for the Blue Comets as Corbett Kimberlin stands in. Corbett, 1 for 3 at the plate today. Low for a ball 1 count, 1-1 now. So with a 1-1 count, Kimberlin stands in. That's a nice pitch there, and it is now 1-2 on the breaking ball. So 1-2 now to Kimberlin. Pitch to him on the way. That's a high chopper there, and that is going to be Drayling, and he'll throw high. I don't know if he'd have got him or not. We're going to call that an infield hit by the Blue Comets because I think Kimberlin would have got down the line. It was awful close there. But it's a hit here for the Blue Comets with 2 outs. Here comes Jake Fiskus to the plate. Jake, 1 for 3, RBI triple back in the 2nd. Can definitely use a big old hit right here as the wind has picked up a little bit in Paola. It's a little bit chilly. Fiskus now ready to go with a runner on and 2 outs. Kimberlin taking his lead over first. Pitch on the way. High outside, ball 1. Said don't have a name here on number 2 that's on the hill. It's just number 2. Fiskus 1-0. That's a shot over to the right side, and it will get down and all the way to the corner. Coming around, Corbett Kimberlin is on his way, and Murray's going to bring him. Here comes a throw in, and going into 3rd is going to be Jake Fiskus. It's an RBI triple for Fiskus, and the Blue Comets now traded 7-8 right now. So Fiskus with the RBI triple, his 2nd. Sends Kimberlin in to score. And over there at 3rd now on the 2nd hit for the Blue Comets. And here comes Hunter Frederick to the plate now with the runner score position. Chance to tie it up, a 2-out rally here for the Comets. See what we can do. Hunter steps up. He is 1 for 2 with the base on balls just 3 times at the plate. So Hunter, that's a shot that's going to bounce right there at the shortstop. Deep in the hole, long throw, and they'll get him by a step. 6-3 for outs. And number 3, nice job there by Drayling to get him just barely. The Comets do leave 1, and they'll get 2 hits, no errors, by the Panthers. And we will go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It will be Smith, Ganton, Daggett to the plate. We come back. It's 8-7. Blue Comets trail by 1, Z95.3. And we're back here as we get ready to go to the bottom of the sixth. Blue Comets have tied it up to an 8-7 ball game. Bryson Ellis comes back out here. He had 1/3 inning of work, had 3 pitches, and got the Blue Comets out of the inning last inning. But they did have a 3 spot there that they put up to now lead it 8-7 as the Comets get one in the top half of the sixth. And it's 8-7 ball game, and it will be Smith, Gant, and Daggett come to the plate here. Smith comes up. He is 1 for 2 with a base on balls just 3 times at the plate. He'll face Ellis here for the first time in the 6th inning. So as we get ready to go now, Smith stands in. First pitch from Ellis. Outside, ball 1. 1-0. Smith right back in. He's going to be hit by the pitch. And a runner on to the leadoff here in the 6th. The Comets looking to get out of this inning and see if we can take the lead there in the 7th. As Gant steps to the plate, he is 1 for 2. He's been hit by a pitch. Blue Comets have hit a bunch of pitchers here today. 1 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 5th, and now 1 here in the 6th. There's a sacrifice bunt play coming in. As coming off, it'll be Ellis. He'll make the play to Millen. Sack bunt works for out to number 1. They try to manufacture a run here to get a 2-run lead going to the bottom, or to the 7th inning. See if they can hold on to that. Coming to the plate now, the catcher, Daggett. He'll be at the plate. He's 2 for 2 with a fielder's choice. His 3 times at the plate today. As he steps up here with a runner over at second. So Daggett stands in, and the pitch on the way from Ellis. That's a shot back up the middle. Kimberlin going to knock it down. Nice play. Come up, make a throw, and they'll get him at first. Nice play. 6-3 by Corbett Kimberlin. As he just does beat it down the line. I thought he got him. They called him out, but he says he's safe down the line. Just does beat it. Nice try there by Corbett. The runner moves over to third now, so with 1 out, I thought he might have got him there. Here comes a pinch runner, Williams, courtesy runner for Daggett, as he'll check in. So it'll be Hunter to the plate now, the second baseman. He's 1 for 1. He's got a base on balls. He's been hit by a pitch his 3 times at the plate so far. Runners on the corners here for Paola. Bottom of the 6th inning as they lead it by 1. And the Comets with 1 out here, looking to get out of this inning and see if they can get those bats working in the 7th. Try to take a lead before we go to the bottom. That's up high to him for ball 1 as Hunter trying to get a little sacrifice bump play himself, it looks like. See if he can bring that run in. 1-0 to him as he stands in. Pitch on the way. Back to the screen. 1-1. So with a 1-1 count, Bryson Ellis back on the hill with a 1-1. Here's Hunter stepping in. And the pitch up high. It'll be 2-1 to him. So with a 2-1 count, Hunter trying to find a pitch to drive here. Bryson Ellis looking to get his team out of this. That's going to be a foul ball. It's now 2-2 on the bunt try. So that 2-2 count. Hunter back to the box. Ready to go. 2-2. Runners will take the leads. They're on the corners here. Blue Comets with 1 out for a double play right here. Let's get out of this inning. Ellis on the hill for the Blue Comets, the 4th pitcher. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. That's out. Number 2, big strikeout there for Bryson Ellis. Needed that one. That is out. Number 2, first strikeout here for Ellis. Top of the end order, it will be Drayling to the plate as Coach Murray comes out to have a chat with his team out there on the field. So it's 8-7, 2 outs here. Blue Comets traded by 1. Played a great game here on their 4th pitcher as Hunter Frederick started it off. Mason Manbeck in. And then Lane Harvey, and now Bryson Ellis, the 4th pitcher for the Blue Comets. Came in the last third of the inning in the 5th, or the 6th, I should say. 5th, I'm sorry. And he is in here trying to finish it up and keep the Panthers at bay. They have runners on the corners, 2 outs, and it's the top of the order is Drayling to the plate. He is a 1 for 3 with a sacrifice fly. He's scored that first run of the ball game on an error back in the first inning. So he'll stand in here with runners on the corners and 2 outs. And Bryson Ellis looking to get the Blue Comets out of this inning. First pitch, Steve right call. 0-1 to him to start him off. 0-1 to Drayling, standing right in. Ellis to the plates. Swinging at that one, gets a little piece of it for a strike. It's now 0-2. As Drayling trying to slap one down the line here, see if he can bring the run in from third. It's now 0-2 to him as he stands in as Ellis checks the runners and to the plates. Outside, 1-2 the count. Come on, Bryson. Stepping right back in as Drayling with a 1-2 count. Ellis comes set. There's the runner going without a throw, and Ellis is going to step off and let him take second without a throw. No stolen base. No throw down, no stolen base. The way I look at it, 1-2 to Drayling. Gave him the bag. Here's the pitch. High fly ball over to the right side. It'll get out of play and stay 1-2. So runners in scoring position at second and third for Drayling as he sends one foul on the right side in this 8-7 game here in Paola today. Doubleheader baseball. Got the softball over here to the right of us. I don't know how the Blue Comets done. Can't see the scoreboard. 1-2 now to Ellis to Drayling. Oh, he wanted to go after, stayed away from him. Tried to get him to chase that high one. That's now 2-2. As Drayling steps right back in. 2-2 count. Ellis delivers. Just gets a piece of it to stay alive. Stays 2-2. So that 2-2 count. Drayling. Checking in with Coach Murdoch down the third baseline. Now back in. Here's the 2-2 from Ellis. That's a shot there. Corbett Kimberlin up on it from shortstop. Makes the throw. 6-3. Ends the thread here for the third out. Good job by the Blue Comets. They do get one hit. They'll leave 2 on and no errors by the Blue Comets. We'll go to the 7th inning. Blue Comets trailing by 1. It's Otis, Manbeck, and Ellis. And the Blue Comets coming up. Z95.3. All right, we're back here. We go to the 7th inning. Blue Comets trail by 1. And it will be an 8-7 ball game. Nate Otis steps to the plate here. He's 0 for 3. And it is the second pitcher for the Panthers. And it is number 2. I don't have any information on the young man. And it's ball 1 to him to start off. So he pitched 1 inning on 15 pitches. Otis fouls that one away. And Nate now 1-1. 15 pitches. He had 1 strikeout, no base on balls. Gave up a couple of hits and a run to the Blue Comets. And it is now 1-1 to Nate Otis. Swing and a miss. Nate swinging hard at that one is 1-2. Mason Manbeck, Bryson Ellis, first 3 here against this pitcher. As Paola trying to hang on for a 1-run win here. And it's 1-2 to Nate Otis at the plate. Nate staying away from that one. Good job. 2-2. So the 2-2 count, Mason Manbeck on deck and Bryson Ellis in the hole for the Blue Comets. But Nate Otis trying to get on here to see if we can manufacture a run. Otis sends that out into left field. That's a base hit for the Blue Comets. The leadoff man on for the Comets. Here comes Mason Manbeck to the plates. And Manbeck comes up. He's 0 for 2. He's been hit by a pitch and scored a run. His 3 times up. He's been all over the field for the Blue Comets. Started out behind the dish, went to the pitching position, went over to third, now out to center for Mason Manbeck as he stands in here ready to go with Otis over at first. And Manbeck trying to bring him around. Looking for that little sacrifice bunt, and that's going to be a foul ball, 0-1 to him. Blue Comets going to look to manufacture a run, at least put one across here to tie it up going to the bottom of the 7th. As Manbeck with an 0-1 count stands right back in. Comets need 2 here. Let's take the lead and get 3 outs and win this one. Here we go, 0-1. Manbeck right back out to the pitcher. Sacrifice bunts. It's not going to work. It's got a high throw at first. Around to third. Coming in is going to be Nate Otis. As the throw comes into the plate, he's going to be in. And over to third goes Mason Manbeck. Blue Comets tied at 8 on the error by the pitcher on the overthrow. Mason Manbeck gets the single. And he'll be over at a third on of the error. It's the first error of the ball game. Has 2 hits now, is making it an 8-8 ball game here. As coming in to score is Nate Otis. Here comes Bryson Ellis to the plate, as that is the first error of the ball game here, and it is costly for the Panthers. Here comes Bryson Ellis to the plate. He's 2 for 3. He's got an RBI, scoring a couple run, and flat out. He's got a runner over at third. Ball 1 to him, as he has a chance here to give the Blue Comets the lead with Jaden Costin on deck. So Bryson Ellis trying to help his own cause. He's in the pitch here to finish it up. 1-0 to him. That's a shot out into left field, and it will get down. Fair ball down into the corner. Coming in to score, Mason Manbeck. And around second and on his way. Oh, going to hold him up there. Murray was waving him, and he turns second, and it's an RBI double. Blue Comets have the lead 9-8 on the double by Bryson Ellis. So the third straight hit for the Blue Comets brings in 2 runs. And here comes Jaden Costin to the plate. Still no outs. And Costin comes up. He's 0 for 3. He's got a runner scoring position as it's now 9-8 Blue Comets as we get to the equipment in for Bryson Ellis. And the Comets now lead it 9-8 here in the top of the 7th inning. Here's Jaden Costin to the plates. Squaring around, looking to bunt, maybe move the runner over. And he lays it down. A nice bunt by Jaden Costin. And he is going to beat the throw down to first. That sacrifice bunt back to the plates. And it's an infield single for Jaden Costin, and over to third goes Bryson Ellis. So the 4th hit by the Blue Comets puts runners on the corners, and still no outs, as it will be Alex Crum come to the plate. Alex had that first RBI double of the game, driving the first run. He is a 1 for 3 at the plate today. He's got runners on the corners, and Blue Comets now lead at 10-8. No, it's only 9-8. There we go. They got the scoreboard right. I had 9 and they had 10. Well, we'll take the 10, but it's only 9. So here's Alex Crum, his first pitch on the way. He squares around trying to bunt one. No throw down, as it will be taking the bag there and getting into scoring position is Costin, as it's now 1-0 to Alex at the plate. 1-0 to Crum. And runners in scoring position now, second and third. No outs. Blue Comets have a chance here to get a few more home and see if we can wrap this up, get the first win. 1-0 to Alex as he's right back in. Oh, here comes the suicide squeeze and not able to lay it down. Fouls it back to the screen. It is now 1-1 count. Top of the order will be Lane Harvey on deck for the Blue Comets. 1-1 to Crum. As Coach Murray down the third baseline, sending the signs in. As getting back in at third is Bryce Ellis. Jaden Costin over at second. He got the single, and he moves over with no throw. On the pitch to the plate. 1-1 to Crum as he's right back in. Alex looking to drive one. Lots of room in right center field for Alex Crum. That's where he drove the last one. That's in there for a call. Strike 2, 1-2 to him. Alex, when he got that RBI double, drove it into right center field, trying to locate the center fielder there as he is playing pretty much straight away and giving a lot of room there in right center. So 1-2 to Alex. He steps right back in. Pitch on the way. Outside 2-2. And said, number 2 is all I got on the pitcher out there, folks. I don't have a name. Here we go. Mundell. Mundell is the name of the pitcher out there, folks. I'm sorry. Mundell. There's a foul ball on the left side. It's Mundell is the pitcher. My apologies, folks. We got that in there. Thank you. So Mundell comes up on the foul ball. It's 2-2 as he is the pitcher now for the Panthers. And it is a 2-2 count to Alex Crumbs. He's right back in, fighting him off here. Good bat by Alex. If he can bring him in, he's got two runners in scoring position with no outs. And that's a shot over to the left side. It's going to be into foul ground. Third baseman going over for it. It's just going to be out of play. And it's a foul ball, and it stays 2-2 to Alex Crum. So Crum with the 2-2 counts will come back to the plate. As Blue Comets have come in here and scored 2 on 4 hits. And an error. And now made it 9-8 as Alex comes back in, 2-2 counts, fighting him off. And Mundell to the plate. That's a shot out into left field. Left fielder coming up on it. That is Smith. And no tag. So the long fly ball there by Crum is out number 1. So Mundell gets his first out. He'll face Lane Harvey, the top of the order. Lane, 2 for 3, hit pitch. An RBI single and scored a run. There's 4 times at the plate today. So let's step up here. Runners in scoring position, 1 out. 9-8 Blue Comets in the top of the 7th inning. So Harvey right back in as Ellis leads at third, Costin at second. Mundell to the plate. Inside corner, call strike 1 to him. The Blues been pretty consistent with that low inside pitch there on both sides. He calls it there to Harvey, 0-1. 1 out as Harvey steps back in. Lane ready to go, trying to get a hold of one and bring in a couple. That's low for a 1-1 count. So 1-1 count here to Lane Harvey. The Comets back at third base. Pitched a little bit for the Comets. Back over third. 1-1. Chance to bring in a couple. Trying to lay down that suicide squeeze once again, and it's fouled to the screen. It's 1-2. Blue Comets tried that against Girard a couple times the other day on Friday, and wasn't as successful the first time, but they tried it the second time, was able to get it to work. It's the second time they tried it here in this inning, and both times have fouled it back to the screen. So it is 1-2 to Lane Harvey's. He's right back in with 1 out. Runners in scoring position, second and third, and the Comets up by 1 here in the top of the 7th. Back and forth ball game here. Harvey sends that one over to the right side. And it'll be at the second baseman right there, Hunter. 4-3 for out number 2. So here comes Corbett Kimberly to the plate. He's 2 for 4 at the plate today. A couple singles, an RBI, a couple runs scored. He's got runners in scoring position here. And a chance to give the Blue Comets an insurance run or 2 here with a hit. 2 outs as Mundell's done a good job. Giving up 4 hits, and then now has gotten 2 quick outs. Kimberlin in the box. That's a shot. And it will be caught there in shallow right field. So out to number 3, but the Blue Comets do what they need to do here. They take the lead with 2 runs on 4 hits. They leave 2. 1 error by the Panthers, and it makes it a 9-8 ball game. Going to the bottom of the 7th. Blue Comets need 3 outs for the win. Johnston, Gillespie, and Modes to the plate. When we come back, Blue Comet Baseball Z95.3. And here we go to the bottom half of the 7th inning. Blue Comets lead by 1. There's Johnston, Gillespie, and Modes, the first 3 up here. Bryson Ellis on for his 2nd inning of work. He had a 3rd inning. second and a third, should say. And that is up inside the ball one to start him off here to Johnston. The Comets had a lead 12-8 on Friday. Lost that one, but they're up 9-8 here. Let's see if they can come in with this one. There's that inside strike call, 1-1. Bryson Ellis bringing it to him. That's a shot, and it will get down into right center field, so they'll have the leadoff runner on here in the bottom of the seventh. So Johnston with another hit, his third of the afternoon. He's on with a leadoff single for the Panthers. Here comes Golubski to the plate. Oh, we got a pinch hitter. It's going to be number 12. Well, that's Golubski. He's going to be a switch hitter here as he's going to the other side of the plate with no outs and a man on. And Bryson Ellis ready to pitch to him, looking to square around the bunt. He lays it down the third base line. Harvey comes down. He'll make the play. The sacrifice bunt works. Out number one. And they get him at second. I didn't know. Oh, he is safe at second. I thought maybe they might have got him there leading off at second a little bit, but he gets back in, does Johnston just barely. 1 out. So to the plate now comes Modes to the plates. He is a 1 for 2. Fielder's choice and hit by pitches 4 times up, and he's got to run over second with 1 out here. And Blue Comets, Bryson Ellis standing in looking for that second out. Here's the pitch. Just high for ball 1. So Modes standing right in, the center fielder. Looking to get something to go here for the Panthers as they have a runner in scoring position here. Ellis with 1 out, bringing it to the plate. Here's the 1-0 to him. Oh, that's just a little bit high for a 2-0 count. 2-0 now. As Modes comes right back in. He's got a 2-0 count. Leading off there at second is Johnston. Outside goes 3-0 to him. So Bryson standing right in with a 3-0 count to the center fielder. And the pitch on the way. Ellis. Swing and a miss. It's now 3-1. Nice pitch there by Bryson. Need another one of those. So right back in goes Modes with a 3-1 count. Bryson comes set. And the pitch. Foul ball on the right side. Runs the count full now. 3-2. So 3-2 to him at the plates. Angermeyer on deck. Definitely big first baseman standing on deck here as Modes stands in with a 2-2 count. And Ellis bringing it now to the plate. Here's the 2-2 to Modes. High fly ball on the infield. Jaden Costin coming in behind, and Corbett Kimberlin calls him off, and it is an infield fly to the shortstop, out number 2. So here comes the big first baseman, Angermeyer, to the plate. He is 1 for 3 and reached on an error his 4 times at the plate today. He's got a runner scoring position here, and he'll face Bryson Ellis. And the Comets lead by 1 and need 1 out to finish it up here in for game number 1 in Paola. We got game number 2 on the way. So standing in here we go. As Angermeyer and Ellis to the plates. Fly ball on the right side. It's going to be in fair ground and going back on a Cooper McMillan. And makes the play in foul ground for the final outs. And the Blue Comets win it on a foul ball out down the right field line by Cooper McMillan for outs at number 3. And the Blue Comets win it 9-8 over Paola here in game number 1. Good job by the Blue Comets. Had to come back a couple of times in this one to win it 9-8. Final in this one here is the Blue Comets win it by having to get a couple runs there in the top of the 7th to do it. And they come out here and get a 9-8 win against Paola this afternoon. What a great game for your Blue Comets to win at 9-8. Needed that one to now go to 4-4 on the year. We're going to send it back to the studio. We're going to take a 3-minute break. Come back and bring you your Twyla McMillan post-game wrap-up show. Blue Comets win 9-8, Z95.3. All right, folks, we're back here to wrap this one up as the Blue Comets win at 9-8 in game number 1 of this doubleheader. And a good job pitching for the Blue Comets. Started off with Hunter Frederick. He went two innings, 38 pitches, 1 base on balls, 3 strikeouts, 5 hits, 1 run, and that wasn't earned. And then coming in behind him is going to be Mason Manbeck with 2 innings of work, 34 pitches, 1 base on balls, 1 strikeout, 2 hits, 4 runs, and 4 runs earned. 2/3 of an inning pitched there by by Lane Harvey. 24 pitches, 2 base on balls, no strikeouts, 3 hits, 3 runs, and 3 of those earned. Coming in to finish up the game, Bryson Ellis with 2 1/3, 30 pitches, and no base on balls with 1 strikeout, 4 hits, 3 runs, and 3 of those were earned to him as well. But the Blue Comets will win at 9-8 today here on good hitting and timely hitting when they needed it. The Blue Comets trailed at 0-1 going into the second inning, but put up a 4 spot to take the lead, 4-1 at the end of 2. They put up a second one there into the third, a way to 4-2, and then 3 more and a 3-run home run there in the 4th inning, and they end up taking a 5-4 lead. But the Blue Comets come right back into the 5th inning and get 2 and make it to 7-5, and then 3 runs back into the bottom of the 5th inning puts Paola back on top 8-6. But the Blue Comets tighten it up there in the 6th inning by putting a run across and keeping them shut down there in the bottom of the 6th to make it 8-7. As we go to the 7th, Blue Comets put up 2 to make it 9-8, and they hold them off there and get a good fly ball out on a foul ball down the right field line by Jaden Costin to finish it off, and the Blue Comets win it 9-8 today. They get 9 runs on 14 hits, leave 8 and 2 errors by the Blue Comets. Both those errors costly in this one. It was 8 runs, 11 hits, 12 left, and 1 error, which was proved to be very costly for the Paola Panthers. That was 1 error there late in the game that cost them these go-ahead runs by the Blue Comets. So it will be the second game coming up here in about 20 minutes or so. Blue Comets get the win by a score 9-8. So we'll take about a 20-minute break, send it back to the studio, hear some of that great music on the Classic Mix. We'll come back and get you ready for game number 2 here on Z95.3. We'll shut down the stream as well and break up those games, and we'll kick it back on coming up here in just a few minutes as well. Blue Comets win 9-8, and the player of the game in this one, gosh, it's hard to figure out who would be the game winner here, but you know, I got to go Jake Fiskus. He hit a couple big RBIs and a couple triples in here, and he came in, and then also that's just kind of where I got to go with that one in game number 1. It's hard to pick, but I'm going to take Jake Fiskus in game number 1. Aero Structures player of the game, Jake Fiskus. All right, game number 2 on the way here in about 15 minutes. We'll be back here on Z95.3. All right, man, I'm going to shut down the stream, and I'm going to hang up, and then I'll call you back here in about 10 minutes, and we'll go from there. Sound good? All right, I'll call you back in a few.